What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Guys, sorry, not able to do a actual video tonight, but wanted to just kind of record my thoughts here because it is a late night. Got to get to bed here soon. So just wanted to record my thoughts here on the Pacers win here in game number 3. Indiana defeats the Oklahoma City Thunder by a score of 116 to 107, retaking the series lead, now up 2-1 with another game here on Friday in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So Pacers' first game back at home for this series, and Indiana able to take care of business. And actually, ironically enough, the first time in the last couple series that the Pacers have won game 3. I mean, we've seen them. Pacers have gone up 2-0 in I think every single series in this playoffs, and then game 3 they drop, and then from there they've been able to really take care of business. But this is a little bit of a different type of thing for Indiana. They split 1-1 with Oklahoma City in Oklahoma City, and then they come back home, take care of business, go up 2-1 with a chance here in a couple days to really put a stranglehold on this series. Only 2 more wins needed for the Indiana Pacers to be NBA champions for the first time in franchise history. So crazy stuff, guys. I never thought we'd be here with the Indiana Pacers, especially after how they started the season. But here they are, only 2 wins away from their first title in franchise history. So let's dive in a little bit to this game, guys, before we continue on Friday with this Pacers game and with this series. So starting off, wasn't a great start for the Indiana Pacers. In fact, the Thunder started out leading by 8 in that first quarter, and then Indiana really from that second quarter on took care of business. I mean, it's kind of crazy, guys, because Indiana really in the second quarter of the game a couple days ago of game 2, that was where I felt like it was won and lost. All the other 3 quarters, it was virtually the same. Like Oklahoma City had a little bit more, but it was very close outside of that second quarter. And so Indiana completely flipped the script in game number 3, outscored the Thunder in that second quarter by 12. They had 40, the Thunder had 28. And then in that fourth quarter, really sealed it for Indiana. They really, really dominated Oklahoma City. They held Oklahoma City to only 18 points, and they scored 32. So, I mean, just a fantastic defensive performance for the Pacers down the stretch. I mean, even when the game was still close there in the final couple minutes, Pacers had a couple big defensive stops. You know, Miles Turner had a big block. They had a couple nice plays there and able to really, seal this game down the stretch. So just a very much back and forth game virtually the entire time. After that second quarter, it was very close. I mean, we were going to the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left and it was tied. So Pacers needed a strong final 6-7 minutes of the game, and they did so with some fantastic defense, some really good shooting, and some clutch plays from some players that you've needed to step up. So really great stuff there from the Indiana Pacers. And when you kind of go into the stats a little bit for Indiana, you got to talk about Bennedict Mathurin off the bench, man. Only 22 minutes played tonight. He was 9 of 12 shooting, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. It's 27 in total for him. He was just phenomenal and kind of had the clutch free throws at the end to really seal it away for Indiana. So shout out to Bennedict Mathurin, man. He's had some uneven games this playoffs, and so it's great to see a player that we know is more than capable of taking over games finally do so on the biggest stage. So shout out to him, the leading scorer for Indiana tonight in only 22 minutes. So, despite the fact that he had, I think, pretty much outside of Neesmith, less minutes and by a wide margin less minutes than pretty much any other player. It's great to see that Bennedict Mathurin starting to find his own. So that's definitely great stuff there. Also some other players, Pascal Siakam had 21, Tyrese Halliburton 22. So just some really cool stuff from some of those players you needed to step up. I mean, Tyrese had a very forgettable second game. So it's wonderful to see Tyrese really, really finding himself in game number 3. And he had some big shots down the stretch as well. So great stuff there from Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam as well. Pretty efficient night shooting for him. And he, overall, he did a little bit of everything in this game too. So great to see there. Tyrese the same way, nearly had a triple-double again. He was only 1 rebound short of that. So both these players, both of your superstars really stepping up here in the critical key moments. And then when you kind of look overall at some other players, I mean, nobody else went crazy shooting the basketball. TJ McConnell had some nice plays. He had 10 points in this game. Turner had 9. He was under the weather a little bit, so we'll have to see kind of what that holds for him. Hopefully he's good to go here on Friday. You had Neesmith, who had 7, so didn't have a ton of points, but I know he had a couple really key plays, and he did foul out near the end of that game, but he definitely had some key plays on defense as well. Nemhard had, 8 points. He had a big 3 as well. So, yeah, overall, guys, it was a solid performance for the Indiana Pacers. And, against an Oklahoma City team that, had life coming off a really dominant performance in game 2. You knew the Pacers were going to have to be on their stuff. They could not afford another shooting night like they had in game 2. They couldn't, be lackluster on defense because you know how good Oklahoma City is. You can never give them any sort of chance because they will take it. They are that good of a team. And Indiana, credit to them. When they needed it, they had guys stepping up, making plays. And it really was a true team effort all the way around. But you definitely needed a little bit from your bench, and you got that, especially from Bennedict Mathurin and TJ McConnell. And good to see your superstars really stepping up in this game. So, yeah, guys, like I said, a couple days here, and the Pacers will be back at home for their final of this 2-game home stretch until they head back to Oklahoma City. So we'll have to see what it looks like, guys, for Indiana. But certainly encouraging here for the Pacers coming out of game 3, up 2-1 in the series. We'll see if they can continue their winning ways here on Friday. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, all that good stuff. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. And as always, guys, go Pacers.